What is going on, guys? Thanks for tuning into the next episode of the Three Peaks Fitness Podcast. I'm Coach Mark.
I'm Coach Lynette.
Today, we're going to talk about why you should be working out at least 3 days per week.
Yes.
And how important that is. Lynette, why is that important? Why 3 days or more?
Okay, it's important because our bodies were made to move.
Okay.
And that we're just made to be moving all the time. And so the older you get, if you've noticed, once you pass the age of 30, 40, 50, your body starts getting stiffer the less you move.
Yeah.
And so it's important to move more often as you get older.
Yeah, it's interesting because you see a lot of places will say, oh, yeah, work out, 2 days per week, maybe 3.
Yes.
And they're not wrong, right? Something is better than nothing. 2 days is okay.
Yeah.
But really 2 days is kind of the minimal.
Yeah.
2 days per week, 2 workouts per week is going to maybe prevent any type of regression.
Yeah.
But you're not going to see a whole lot of progress from 2 days per week, especially as you get into your, like late 40s, 50s, definitely like your 60s.
Older you get, it's going to get worse. I mean, a lot of these magazines and websites that recommend 2 days a week, they're talking about things like bodybuilding. Like if a bodybuilder's already established their physique and they just want to maintain it, that's just like appearance-based.
Yeah.
But if you're getting out of appearance-based exercising and into functional life, 2 days a week is not reasonable.
Yeah.
Because think about how our bodies were designed 10,000 years ago. You didn't.
Oh yeah.
You didn't,
7 days a week.
Our bodies are made to move 7 days a week, not just twice, and then sit the rest of the time. So just keep that in mind, right? That a farmer and a hunter, they had to move all the time. That's what we're made to do.
Yeah. What is that fraction? 2/7? What is that? 30 something percent. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're only active, 2/7 of the time.
Yeah.
And 5/7 of the time you're sitting on the couch, sitting at work. Yeah, of course you're not. It's just like, look at the ratio. How are you going to make progress if less than half the time you're active?
Right. Those are minimal doses. When they're talking about, lift, do this 2 days a week. Yeah, that's just minimal. But do you want minimal function, minimal happiness, minimal everything? Right. Or do you want to make progress and feel good about what you're doing and thrive and be optimal? We want to reach for optimal. The minimal stuff is for times when you're sick or you're on vacation. That's what you default to when it's getting rough and you can't get the more optimal routine in. So that's the exception, not the rule.
Yeah. And I would say, what we've seen here at the gym, the leanest, and not even just here at the gym, in general.
Yes.
The leanest, the healthiest, the people who are in the best shape physically and mentally are the ones who work out very regularly. Yes. 3, 4, 5 days per week.
They have a lot more life to them. Yeah, and they make progress. They make a lot better progress.
Legit progress, yeah.
2 days a week, we've noticed, they just kind of keep a status quo, barely.
Yeah.
It's better than not. Doing 2 days a week. But for me, 2 days a week would be something you would start out with if you've been sedentary and you're just getting started. That's a beginning point. Right. And then you would progress up to 3, 4, 5 days a week.
Yeah, you want to eventually work, after a few months, you want to work your way up to, because your body will adapt.
Yeah, it does. It gets better at using the energy in your body. It gets more efficient and you get more energy.
Yeah, so there's physical benefits. There's also mental benefits.
Yes.
As well. You just build physical resilience.
Yes.
When you're putting yourself through difficult physical things regularly, you're not soft.
That's true. That's true.
You don't complain when you have to.
You get more used to just being uncomfortable.
Yeah, and that's how our bodies are designed, which, as we've talked about so many different times.
Yes.
Being physically uncomfortable is very, very good for you, mentally and physically.
It's important. It's important to be uncomfortable often.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so when I was talking about progress, a lot of people think about, building muscle, losing weight, but think about all the other things. There's so much more happening when you're exercising that your body needs. So when you're exercising regularly, your progress for, your blood lipids, you're going to process glucose much better. You're going to, if you have a good trainer, you're going to learn movements. It's kind of like practicing a musical instrument. You practice every day, and you're learning to move better, and your body has to have that repetition, that regular practice every day to move efficiently and well.
Right.
So it's just from the practice that you need to move regularly, and also building bone. You need that every day, not just twice a week to build bone.
Yeah.
So you think about all the different health markers that you go into your doctor, you want to improve. All of those make progress when you're doing 3 or more days a week. 2 days a week, it might get you up to a point if you've been sedentary.
Yeah.
But then you're just not going to make any progress if you're just doing 2 days a week on all your health markers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's something to keep in mind.
Yeah, for sure.
So the mantra is do less more often.
Do less more often, guys. Do less more often.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this was just a quick little rant, if you will, to get on here and just talk about how
clear the air, because there's so much conflicting advice online.
Yeah,
they're all saying, how often should you work out? And I looked at it yesterday, and it's all different conflicting advice. So I wanted to help you guys out with that.
Yeah, guys. So make sure you're active at least 3 days per week.
At least 3 days.
Ideally 4 or 5.
6.
7.
Yes.
All right, guys.
Always moving. There you go.
We'll talk to you next time.
All right.